this video, I will show you how to use Botpress to build an AI bot. Building an AI bot can be frustrating if you're not familiar on how the process is. Well, using the platform Botpress here, you'll be able to easily create yours in just a sec. So I'll be showing you how to create one yourself. In this case, what we need to do first is we need to open up any browser, go to botpress.com, and we need to log in into our account. Now, if you don't have an account yet, you can go ahead and click on the sign up button here to create your account. And from here, you have the option to enter your email and password here manually, or you could use your existing accounts, which includes Google, Microsoft, GitHub, or LinkedIn. Now, in this example, I'm going to use my Google account here. So just choose Google here, and I want to use my Google account here. And from here, let's just wait for it to load up and log as into Botpress. Now, in this case, we have the option to start creating our chatbot. In this case, just click on the Create Chatbot option here to start creating ours. And once we've done that, we should be able to see the main UI on creating our chatbot. Now, it's going to redirect us to the studio here. So start from template. So in this case, you will be able to start from a template here. But in this case, since this is the first time that we are actually accessing it, it's going to say Learn Botpress here. In this case, let's go and click on this one. And from here, we have the option to use template here. Now, the good thing about Botpress here is going to give you ideas on how to start using their studio here or their services. Now, it's pretty simple. I'll be showing you what are the things that you should take in mind, what are the things that you could do here, and the things that you could configure and the UI itself. So just wait for it to load up. As you can see, this is the basic or the look on Botpress right now. So at first glance, this might look kinda hard because as you can see, there's a lot of things that you could do here. But what you need to remember here are there are certain aspects into it. Now, first thing you need to know here is the UI. So the left section here, these are the bots or the things that we could add into our canvas here. So our canvas here is the very center, where in this case is where we'll be adding our templates, like for example, our nodes, our triggers, and a lot more. So for example, if you want to add a standard node here, if you want to add that, you can go ahead and add that. And from then at the left side here, this is where you will get your certain actions on how the node actually reacts. Now, the right side here, this is the properties section. Now, depending on what you select on your node here, you'll be able to change a few things on it. Like for example, we have the capture info node here, and we have the capturing information card here. Now, in this case, it's going to ask us to add a name here, as well as the input variable here. So in this case, open workflow enable them on the entry node here. So in this case, we have the exit node here, which redirects to the exit or the section here. So yeah, so you can even press and hold on those specific nodes, then you should be able to reposition them in whatever way you want it, in whatever way that it actually reflects or makes sense to you. But in this case, I want to start creating a new one. So let's just create a new one here so that you'll know a bit on how to start creating yours. So let's go ahead and click on Create Chatbot here. We went back into our dashboard, create a chatbot. And from here, we want to click on close this one. Just click on Create here. So we have created our chatbot here. It's just named as Lucky Tap here. If you want to change their name, you could go ahead and click on Edit here. So it's going to open up the press or studio Botpress here. And from here, we want to start from scratch. Now, from here, you could go ahead and use template here, start from scratch. Click on Use Template. So here we are now inside the canvas or our project here, or our bot. In this case, you could go ahead and reposition things here. So maybe I want to delete this section here, but if you want to read into this one, you can go ahead and do that. But for now, I'm going to delete it. Just right click on it, click on delete, and we could do a few things here. Now in this case, we want to delete this one. So let's just right click on this and delete. So immediately, the first thing that you should notice here is we have the start and end. Now, any process that you begin has a start and an end. So it's going to determine which of the following nodes would actually start and which is the end of that whole process. Now, maybe we want to start creating our nodes. So let's go ahead and right click on any empty space here, click on standard node here, and we want to start our node. So maybe we want to create a process on capturing how many people are going to be eating on a restaurant. So in this case, we want to name this node here as something as greet user. Now, once you've done that, we can go ahead and click on add card here to add our greetings. In this case, we could go ahead and click on or add our text card here. And from here, we want to send a message. So in this case, we want to say, hello, thank you for visiting us. And from here, we could go ahead and just add this one. Now, let's go ahead and add a exclamation mark here. And from here, we could go ahead and just add it in here. Now, next that we want to do here is we want to add a note again, which in this case, it's going to ask us how many people are going to eat on a specific restaurant. So let's go ahead and add a standard note again. And from here, we want to name this as how many people. And once we've added how many people here, we want to add another card. Click on the plus card here. And from here, we want to capture information. So in this case, maybe we want to ask a specific number. So in this case, let's go ahead and click on a number here. And from here, we want to ask a question here. So we want to say, how many people are going to eat? And from here, we could go ahead and store the result here into a variable. Now, in this case, we could go ahead and select a create variable here. So maybe I want to say num people. And from here, just click on create num people here. And once we've done that, we've just created our variable. Now, next thing we want to do is we want to basically confirm that the number or that the enter here is correct. So in this case, we want to maybe confirmation here. So just add a standard node here and confirmation. So in this case, maybe we want to say, do you confirm? So instead of do you confirm here, maybe you want to say, is the number of people correct? And we want to add a variable here. So we've inserted add workflow that num people here, which is the name of the variable that we actually added before. Now, once we've done that, we have the accept and decline here. So in this case, we want to add another node here. I click standard node, and only here we want to say this is going to be the thank you or confirmation. Thank you or thank you message here. So just add thank you here, and we want to add a text. Now in this case, we could go ahead and add this one, and let's say thank you for confirming. Now, once we added that, we are now ready to basically connect our nodes here. So in this case, let's go ahead and connect the first node here into the create user, and the next node here to how many people, and from here, how many people to the standard here, which I would actually rename this as conf or confirmation. This time, just replace this one conf. And from here, we want to connect the accept as the thank you here, decline as the end. But in this case, the thank you here is going to also end in this section node here. Now, the good thing about here with the chatbot here, testing this one can be kind of frustrating, especially if you aren't able to properly test this one. So the good thing about Botpress here is you'll be able to test it yourself via their emulator here. So at the bottom section here, if you click on the type here to chat with your chatbot, you'll have the option to basically start a conversation. So here, it's going to start our conversation since I started entering the / here. So it's going to go as planned. As you can see, hello, thank you for visiting us. How many people are going to eat? So it's going to ask us. So maybe I want to say it is for 3 people. Just press on enter. And once we've entered that, it's going to say, is the number of people correct? 3. So I want to say accept. And once we accept that, it's going to say, thank you for confirming. And it should now end. So yeah, so if you want to publish this, just click on publish here at the top right. And as you can see, bot published successfully as it is actually notified at the bottom right. Now, if you want to share this, just click on share here. And from here, you should be able to share your Chatbot. And that's about it. So if you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button and watch our next video.